They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Ready, Blue 80, 58. All day, the elbow. Nine's the mic. Hey, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Ready, Blue 80, Blue 80. We gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Get in the weight room. 51. Mike 9. Mike 9. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 9. Mike 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Black 25. 11. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's Eckler again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go, Rig, go. Check.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Wilson with a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Check 4.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Oh, baby, come on. Let's go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 79 Bronco. 41.
They snap it to Herbert. Forced out to his left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. action. 2 minutes to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 67 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Once more, here's Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2nd down and 7. Wilson going to try the right side. And a short gain here down to the 22. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 41, Mike 41. They gonna need
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Get that ball. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Here we go. Street.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey, turn it up.
Herbert off of play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
41. Hey, check smash.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Slot man moves right. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the sack on first down, Ryan, he sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 58 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 19 Lion. 41 mic, 41 mic, right here, 41 mic.
Here's Herbert. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Let's go, baby. 41 mic, 41 mic. Hey, smash. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Dragon 60. You. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Watch the run. Hey, they're running it. 41.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Hey, South. Bang L. Squeeze, double. Mike 9. Hey, you got it.
Now Ryan. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, let's get this.
The slot man in motion right.
I don't think you got it, son.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. He had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run, and you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to... Herbert has it knocked free. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
22.
Here's Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun. Safety's creeping. You go tight. You got tight.
To throw is Ryan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. Going deep for Hopkins, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Coming this way. Here we go. 7 Pirates.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Bronco 80. Hey, watch the lane. 41 Mike. You ain't doing nothing today.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Watch the pass.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
60 Bison. Buffalo 18.
Herbert on 1st down now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Check 41. Let's go.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He completes it to Wilson. Touchdown! Jeff Wilson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Slot man moves right. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Ready? Like 25. Wait. Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. Let's go. Mike 9. Gun. Let's go, D.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.